This is undoubtedly the most helpless moment for the honey badger cub. Suddenly ambushed by a giant beast while crossing the river, its body was tightly entangled and dragged underwater in an instant. On the African savanna, a surging flood spread, fiercely drawing a line between life and death. A honey badger cub. This fearless, tough character, now frail and helpless. The surging water was a threat it couldn't fight with its claws. Every struggle was exhausting its dwindling strength, and the honey badger mother on the shore had fallen into despair. For a species known for its bravery, this powerlessness is more terrifying than any enemy. But the instinct of motherhood ultimately overcame everything. The honey badger mother suddenly plunged into the torrent, a desperate act of instinct. It was a head-on collision between maternal drive and cruel nature. It used its own body to build an escape bridge for the cub. It quickly submerged into the water. That mouth, originally used to crush prey, now became a curve supporting life. It firmly held the cub in its mouth, but it hadn't realized yet. The real threat wasn't just from the water. A giant python had been lurking in the shadows. His cold, unruffled gaze locked onto the struggling mother and child on the river. This was a rare opportunity. As Huan's mother desperately dragged her cub towards the shore, the shadow of death had quietly descended. The python struck suddenly, the apex predator of the land versus the most fearless fighter in the animal kingdom. The rescue operation was instantly interrupted. A life-or-death confrontation erupted. Rage was fully ignited and the python's body began to constrict. It was a grip like steel chains, strong enough to forge a walking tomb. But Huan already had a unique defense, his thick elastic skin, like a living armor, stubbornly resisting the deadly squeeze. Huan's mother immediately counterattacked, her sharp teeth digging into the python's scales. Low growls were swallowed by the current as he desperately tore at the python's body, trying to pull his cub back from death's embrace. The battle was dragged into deeper waters, the python's territory. A suffocating pressure spread. The tightly coiled cub, at this moment, relied on his survival instincts. His unusually loose skin allowed him, within the deadly grip, to gain precious room to maneuver. He struggled and twisted his body, straining to catch even a breath of air. The giant python's intent was crystal clear, dragging Miwans and her cub towards the depths. This was a brutal war of attrition. He used his home field advantage to slowly drain the opponent's stamina. A desperate tug of war was unfolding, with the continuation of the Miwans at stake. They battled back and forth between the water and the surface. Primal rage drove him, tearing at the python's armored scales, proving that on this cruel stage of nature, the will to protect offspring is stronger than death. He won. He forcibly snatched the cub from the python's coils. But there was no time to savor the victory. He grabbed the